You alright guys, it's Andy here from Peninsula Painting Projects and welcome back to the channel. And oh boy, have I started something bad. This is a bad idea. Now, welcome to something nice, something new and something exciting. This is the beginning of my journey along the road of collecting historicals. Now, I know a lot of you watch this channel because of the Warhammer 40k stuff, so not to worry, that's not going to be neglected. I'm still going to upload the same amount of content for that as I was doing and I will be doing in the future. But unfortunately, if you don't like this type of content, just don't watch the video. Just skip it and stay tuned for the other stuff. That's the only thing I can suggest for people to do if they're not interested in this. So, for a long time now, I've probably said for the past year, I've been wanting to get into historicals and I've just not made that leap. I didn't have the guts to do it, to be honest. But since watching a lot of you guys on YouTube, such as Justin and Carl and Leon as well, since I've been watching all those guys, I've been wanting to get into it. Now, let's just give a little backstory. In school, I've never really liked history, so when I was in school I used to prat about and mess around that, but I got a great history teacher and he obviously engaged with the pupils. He actually captured my imagination and got me interested in it. So since then I have had an interest in history and stuff like that, but I've always liked the whole futuristic Warhammer 40k setting, and I've never, like I've said, I've never had the guts to jump into this. Plus as well, I've never had anyone to play against either, but for me, I've always loved painting models. That's what my number one passion is the painting of the models. And obviously, as time goes on, as my skills improve, I would one day like to become a pro painter. It's a dream that I'll have. But anyway, in this video, we're going to have a little look at this Wargames Illustrated magazine. Now this is the January edition. Now I've never bought this before in my life. I've had a little look over it and it's pretty interesting, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying it, and so yeah, I might get this every month. I might not. I don't know yet. So we just have to keep a look out for that. So oh yeah, let's just get on with the video, shall we? Okay, nice one, guys. Try. Right guys, so this is the magazine. This is Wargames Illustrated. It's a monthly magazine which costs £5.25 per month, which maybe I'm a bit old fashioned. I remember when magazines used to be about £3, but that's probably going back about 15 years ago. So that's not an insult to Wargames Illustrated or any other magazine company. It's just an insult to time itself. I'm still stuck in the past, guys, and I'm also awfully sorry about that. And I don't mean to start this off on a negative, because I am so looking forward to sharing this experience with you guys. Now, in this magazine, we got these cool little torpedoes, free, I might add, and these are from the Cruel Seas game by Warlord Games, which is basically a game featuring battleships and stuff like that, which I think is quite interesting. So I'm going to keep these. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm not going to sell them on or trade them, because Cruel Seas is something that I may get into in the future. You know, who would have thought I would have got into historical stuff? If you would have asked me maybe about 10 years ago, you'll be doing historical stuff in the future, I would have said, no, you're crazy. I'm not an old man. No offense to the people who already collect it, but that's a bit of a stereotype. But most people who do collect it are older, shall we say. And I've always liked the fantasy and science fiction stuff. Anyway, let's get on with this. So this is the front cover, which is an absolute bloody lovely piece of artwork here, which I'm guessing that's Attila the Hun, is it maybe? Or some sort of Asian warlord. So we'll open this one. That's another little cool feature that this magazine has. You can scan this with a QR reader and see what's in the magazine. I suppose that's pretty cool, isn't it? So on the first page, I hate bending magazines. I like to look after my magazines and my books. It's one thing that my mum's taught me well to do. Look after your magazines, look after your books. People may think I'm a bit strange by that, but that's just how I do things. So this is the content here, which I'm not really going to go over because we want to look into this magazine, don't we? A little bit better. Let me just change this angle. That's a little bit better. There we go. Right. So there's a bit of information here about 3D printing at the moment. So let's go. So Wargames illustrated on the road in 2019. So they've been to a couple of different conventions here, one in the USA, one in New York in UK, and one in Belgium, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I'd love to go to these conventions. I was really gutted that I couldn't make Salute. I'd love to have gone to that. So here's some information about the subscriptions here. You can get the printed version, you can get the PDF version, you can get the interactive version. There's a Prime version, which I may look into myself because, to be honest, I wouldn't mind keeping up to date with this. And if you guys want to see this regularly, I might do a review each week. So here's a bit of information. Now I've seen this before, and I'm wanting to do Saga in the future. This is a Dark Age living hall. As you can see, you can take the roof off and probably put some props in there, but I think that's pretty nice. I think that this as well, you have to actually it's actually made with like bear, teddy bear fur, and you've got to make it look to that, which is cool. Then we've got some 28mm animals, which also look very nice. Does it say who they're by? I'm not going to read this all the way through this here, but we've got stuff like that. Oriental house, which looks pretty nice, which to me looks more like a Mediterranean house. Got more information here about different types of battle zones and stuff. A Studio Tomahawk, a Saga book. That's cool, so there's another book coming out for that. Got some more MDF buildings here. Dragon Frog Games, MDF Asian shop houses. Okay, quite interesting. Some MDF submarines there, that's cool. What's this here? War Banner, must be another game I've not heard of, to be honest, but the miniatures look fairly nice. And On the Shelf by Neil Smith. So I'm not sure whether these are just novels. Oh, Weapons of the Viking Warrior. That's just popped out to me. I wouldn't mind buying that, to be honest. And an SAS book there. I'm going to have a little look over this myself, guys, and I might try and buy like Attila the Hun. There, a bit of Rome, that's cool. Now, when I opened this up before, guys, I saw this little advert here for Great War miniatures, and just look how cool they are. Look at him there on the bike. I just think they look fantastic, and I wouldn't mind looking into them, to be honest. Oh, are they the North Star miniatures? If you know, guys, let me know. It says on the bottom here, North Star miniatures. It's quite cool. There's some more stuff about the Four Corners of the World. I'm guessing that's a mass battle game, which the miniatures look really nice in that, to be honest. I like the vibrant colours and stuff. What's this? Kirk's Red Banner, oh, Flames of War. That doesn't really appeal to me, to be honest. That sort of scale, what scale is that? Is that 20mm or something? I don't know, it's quite a small scale. I couldn't do that, to be honest. And here's some more Warlord Games stuff. It's more of a fantasy based thing, which looks pretty cool. He looks very nice, looks like a very nice miniature there. And here's a Cruel Seas box set here, which I may get into in the future. Something like this I might get into, because I've never played with ships before. That's something that might appeal to me. I like the look. Oh, I do like the sound of that. You get an A4 rule book in that. Oh, it's only £50 for the starter set. That's pretty cool. There's some plastic torpedo boats and stuff like that. That's interesting. Quite interesting there. And now this is what I thought was very cool as well. Some painting tutorials. There's not only one, there's about 3 painting tutorials for these boats in here. And a bit of information as well. Army Painter Wolf Grey and stuff like that. So I've got the Army Painter range, so that would be ideal for me. I use the converter online. Troll War by Lucid Eye Publications. Again, that looks very interesting. And I love going to reenactments. Me and my mum went to York, I think it was 2 years ago. We went to the Jorvik, what was it called? It was like a a week celebration for the Vikings and stuff, and we really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind going to more reenactments. So that's a good idea by the magazine to put that in there, because people like me, and I'm sure people who do the hobby, are interested in seeing stuff like this. So if you know, guys, of any reenactments or any tank museums local to me, I live in the northwest of England, Wirral, you know, within Merseyside. So if you know of anywhere, let me know. Put it in the comment section, please. We're already on 7 minutes. We'll have to get through this quick. So the Ultimate Empire. So I'm guessing this is Rome. The Romans conquering everywhere. Oh, there's a nice Victrix model there. Look at that. That's really nice. That's another thing that I might get into as well, the Victrix models. Spoiled for choice, aren't we, guys? If you're into this hobby, there's plenty of models that you can get into. Republican Roman General. That's nice. It even tells you what miniatures they're from as well. So if someone like me, who doesn't know whether that's a Warlord game miniature, a Victrix miniature, it tells you, which is very good. It helps me out. A bit more information. Foundry Animals. Now, I've heard of Foundry Paints, didn't know they did animals, so that's a good thing. Crocodiles and stuff like that. Don't know what scale they are, but even so, it's very good. And then we've got the Frost Graves here, Ghost Acapella, Gods of Fire. Wouldn't mind getting into Frostgrave. Been saying that for a long time as well. I'm like a broken record, aren't I? We've got a bit of information about 3D printing, and again, I wouldn't mind getting on them, but I think it would be too costly for me at the moment. Look at these. They're nice, aren't they? Nice miniatures there. Couldn't anyone tell me, right, it's about North Star? Nick Iris, is that an Irish, is it? North Star miniatures. Now, I knew North Star, I thought they were just a stockist. Do they make their own miniatures as well, do they, or what? I'm not too sure. Is that supposed to be a 3D printed miniature? If it is, that is amazing. Also, guys, what does this ECW stand for? The only ECW I know about is Extreme Championship Wrestling from the 90s. Here's a little thing from Deep Cut Studio, a little map there. Quite interesting. You know, what's this? The Punishment of God. That's interesting, I can't wait to read this. Like I said, guys, the miniatures for these different gaming systems, it look fantastic. I can't wait to delve into this world. As you know, I've already got the Bolt Action starter set. I've got the Battle of Waterloo box set by Black Powder. So I'm looking forward to getting into all these. They're very nice, aren't they? Well, the fantasy 28mm Arthurian skirmish pack. First Corpse. Right, I need to have a little look at these guys. In fact, you know what? Sorry, bear with me. I have a little notepad, you see, and I'm gonna write that down now. Have a little look at them. A bit more information here about this game. I'm not too sure what this is. It's interesting, there's bunny rabbits there. Always good to find out about new games and stuff. Here, Salute, After the Apocalypse 2019. So that's in London. For me, getting to London is just a no-no. Especially being a family man and self-employed and stuff, running my own business, it's just a no-no. What's this one's on? This is another game as well. Very interesting. That looks cool, that, doesn't it? What's this one here? York Race Course. The York Wargames Society. Too far, live so far away from York. Wild West Exodus. Now I've seen these before as well, advertised. Those models look very nice. See, I just love models. That's what captivates me, guys. I love the models and I love painting different models as well. So for me, that's why I've got such a huge collection of 40k, because I just like painting different models and hoarding stuff as well. I think this time period's getting a little bit closer to our time now. which may not really interest me. Although the models do look very nice. I wouldn't know what time period that is, you know, for a guess off the top of my head. Alright, see, they even tell you how to make mines as well. That's very good. You know, I do love magazines that helps you create things by, obviously I'm all for supporting these companies, buying the stuff, but it's nice to know that you can, this magazine's allowing you to make things on the cheap as well. So what's this? Is this some sort of Napoleonic game as well? Beautiful, beautiful models. Big massive battle scheme, not skirmish, big massive game. What's this here? Oh, the biggest game of bolt action ever. Oh, that'd be an interesting read, won't it? Very, very interesting. So I'd love to go to an event like this, even if I didn't play, I'd just love to watch. That'd be very interesting to read about that. And there's some more here. Perry Miniatures, heard of them. Again, wouldn't mind buying some of their stuff. Crusade 2019. Where's that? Let's have a little read of that. Can't really see the address. Oh, we are. I think that's in Wales, is it? Maybe, I don't know. This is all good. Plenty of adverts in here for beginners like me. Coat d'Arms. Oh, there's a cat there versus a bunny rabbit. That was that game earlier. Look at them. Lovely. Lovely painted miniatures. Demonscape. Nice bases there, aren't they? Find them on eBay, Facebook. That's cool. Yeah, what guys, I'm pretty impressed with this magazine. And I probably will buy the next one, to be honest. That's very good. Ooh, now, I know my friend Cole's gone and bought the Viking there. Wouldn't mind getting some of these myself, to be honest. Alexander the Great. That's very good, that. Genghis Khan. They are very nice. I'm gonna have to try and see if there's any of them left on the website. I definitely want that Viking then, definitely. And this is what's this, sword point for Game Invest? Is this an advert for a shop, maybe? An online retailer? Quite possibly, yeah. So guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this magazine. Would you like to see more of this in the future? I probably am up for subscribing to be honest. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to read the rest of it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you later. Draw.